barely do that now. I forgot. I gotta be a little gracious towards my arm.
No, you need to be more gracious towards your Savior, Jesus Christ, and your God. Bro, you try to tell me that these people are so caught up in these console wars to the point where you guys are out here actually hitting vehicles, bro? How about you take some responsibility for your actions, Gamer23? You got people honestly feeling bad for them, and like I said, God bless you. You know, I'm happy to still see that you're here, you know, and hopefully your arm recovers the way it's supposed to. But man, you got to explain to us how you hit this car in the first place.
My YouTube crowd don't know. I was in an accident this past Saturday. Long story short, I damn near hit a car when I was out.
Keyword, you hit the vehicle. The vehicle did not hit you. So what responsibility that you're taking to make sure that this don't happen again, man? We can tell, bro. I've been noticing for the past few weeks, man. Every time this man drops a video about depression, we know you ain't happy, bruh. Because you can't console war no more over your pathetic little PlayStation 5. And now we starting to hear about depression, how I almost hit this car. You didn't say the car hit you. You went out there and did that. You need to take accountability for your actions, and you need to get right with God. Because like I told y'all before, y'all put more time and energy into these plastic boxes than what you're doing with your Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And this is why you guys are acting like this with all this ridiculous behavior. Oh, it wasn't his fault, you know. He said that he hit the car. Well, exactly. Y'all making it seem as if the car backed up into him. Come on, man.
On one of my e-scooters, I don't think the car saw me, so I had to hit the brakes like real fast. Literally like did a front flip off of my scooter, rolled on the pavement like I was freaking tumbleweed. And like I got a bad scratch. Like right here. My freaking arm is busted. It is starting to heal though. Before I couldn't even lift this junk. Like now I can't lift.
Stop being dramatic. I've seen worse injuries with people that have been skateboarding. Come on, man. This man acting all theatrical. I mean, listen, bro, Gamer23, we understand that, you know, you're not in the proper headspace right now. I could just tell, man. You know, I've been seeing it in the past few videos that he's been making about I'm depressed, you know, trying to give advice. How can a person that is depressed give advice to other people that are depressed? You know what I'm saying? Now I'm out here trying to give you advice as to how you can help this problem. All right? The problem is with you people, y'all were so caught up with this console war. Now you guys no longer are happy. There's still a lot of good games coming out. They're just going to be multi-platform, right? Now all of a sudden he can't look forward to anything because he knows that his precious PlayStation exclusives is going to be available on multiple devices. Have you noticed that? I'm just saying, man, this can't be by coincidence. Now all of a sudden I'm depressed. I don't like gaming no more. I mean, but you liked it when you was clowning everybody else. Now all of a sudden PlayStation ponies out here hitting cars and vehicles. You know, this is ridiculous, man. Y'all need to get right.
Yeah, but when I like do stuff like that or like lift it at the wrong angle, I feel all the soreness. I feel all the tension. The reason why I'm wearing this hat right now is like, oh my God, listen, it's bad. Bro, lately, these past few years, I've been more excited for third-party games than first-party. I don't remember the last, I mean, if there, I can't even, I'm gonna just use this arm for this video. I don't even remember like the last true first party exclusive that like really came out to where it wasn't on PC or it wasn't on this, it wasn't on that.
Now why does that matter? You see? Look at that. The cat is finally out of the bag. See, this is what it's all been about, guys. It's all about me playing games that nobody else can play. Bro, this is the definition of a fanboy, man. Because at the end of the day, regardless of where these games go, you should still continue to find enjoyment in them. Man, listen, I don't really like a lot of these modern games. I'm just going to be completely honest with y'all. I just don't like them. But it's mostly from a gameplay point of view, how they take the gameplay from out of the consumer. They throw a bunch of cinematics. They use that to pad out the game. And, you know, things that most gamers could be like, yeah, that is true. It kind of does ruin the gaming experience. But these things that you're complaining about, oh, well, you know, the game ain't on my preferred box and it's on a box. And, bruh, what does this have anything to do with the game being any sort of quality? Let me hear this again.
True first party exclusive that like really came out to where it wasn't on PC or it wasn't on this, it wasn't on that, but
what about a PlayStation exclusive that wasn't on the PS4? You guys are always touting about how PlayStation 5 is 4K, 68K, 120 frames, but yet you're playing rehashed games from the PS4 generation at a higher frame rate. What are you talking about, bro? You worrying about the wrong problem because Sony ain't pumping games out regardless. Not even for PC or even their own platform. What are you talking about?
These days, man, I don't really get excited for exclusives no more. Like, I really don't. I know Ghost of Yote comes out, next month for PlayStation, but I'm not even really... It's weird. Like, I'm getting that game day one, but I'm not, like, excited for it. I'm not pumped for it.
Because you know the game is going to drop somewhere else at a later date. That's all it is. It's not like I'm not excited about it, but you know that when this game come out, it's going to get inevitably ported to PC, and for some reason, Gamer23 won't be able to enjoy the game anymore. Just be honest with your audience, because that's exactly what we are seeing.
Okay, see, a lot of people ain't even really talking about Ghost of Yote like that, and it's crazy. Like, Ghost of Tsushima, a lot of people love that game. It just feels like this one doesn't have as much hype around it. Wolverine, whenever that's supposed to come out, Insomniac is staying really quiet on that because the whole damn game got leaked a year or two ago, so it got canceled. Gears of War, E-Day, but that's gonna also be on PC. Again, we all know with Xbox, you don't really need an Xbox to play Xbox games.
You see this is what they do. You know what I mean? They always want to find some way to downplay Xbox, but let me ask you this. Who's the one putting out the most games? For everybody, not even just including their own audience. I find it so funny that you guys want to still continue to speak negative about Microsoft, but yet you guys are on PlayStation, ports or no ports, are benefiting the most. Because you people practically have nothing. You only have one AAA game that you can look forward to this whole year. Last year was Astrobot. You people really need to get a hold of yourself, because if you want to break it down and ask me my opinion as to why gaming sucks, I mean, just look at these life cycles to these games. 5 years, no Gears E-Day. Like, this is ridiculous, bro. I don't even care about the concept of exclusive. Where's the games? That's what you people need to start asking yourself, and Sony ain't pumping out any. What is it, one exclusive game a year? This is what it's worth paying $700-800 for a Pro and a PS5 consoles for? At least Xbox should get Game Pass Ultimate, Hollow Knight, which is a very popular game, offered through a subscription service. Microsoft is treating their audience quite well. If you ask me, considering that you said that you've been liking third party, well, if you've been liking third party, well, the best place to play it is on Xbox, because you get everything through one subscription service, if that's the argument that you want to make.
So the whole thing, and it's really starting to become just like that for PlayStation. Like, exclusives back in the day, first-party exclusives back in the day, it don't matter if it was on PlayStation, it don't matter if it was on Xbox. Like, they felt big. They felt like events.
They were never big. Because if these games was big, then we would find out, we would see sequels. That's the illusion that you fanboys have put it in your head for so long. Now that reality has hit you, Gamester with another W, the gaming prophet. I got to pull out my console war Bible, okay, for you fools, so you guys can understand that gaming has always been third party. Fortnite, now you can't stop it. Now you people already see it. The writing is on the wall. What are you fighting for? It's done. Stop worrying about gaming in this manner, because I've already stopped doing it, son. You know what I'm saying? You're getting in car accidents. This man has been depressed. This man just ain't been the same, man. Back in the days, he used to have the same enthusiasm in his video. Remember when he used to cough every sentence? He ain't even coughed. I don't even think he coughed once in his whole video. Where's that laughter? You know, where's that happiness that we have resonated with you and your channel? You know, you are living better in your life. I already got his own place. That's good. I'm happy for you, brother. But for something is wrong in your head. You got all these things going on that's good around you, but we can tell you lost a part of something, and that's the good old console war, ain't it? Well, that's what you fanboys invested your time in. Well, therefore you perish.
Like, yo, the next Uncharted is about to come out, or the next Last of Us is about to come out, or the next Killzone is about to come out, or the next Resistance is about to come out, or the next Halo is about to come out, or the next Gears of War is about to come out, or the next whatever it was. Like, exclusives used to, like, they had this impact behind it. They had this meaning behind.
You sure? Because people weren't buying them. It is what it is. And with the budgets of these games becoming higher, these companies are not going to afford taking these losses anymore. It is what it is. This is why consoles will cease to exist. This is why consoles as a platform will never be in the traditional way that they've always been. Because you know why? Putting $300 million into a game just for it to inevitably flop is not something a company wants. I mean, if you haven't learned this from Concord already, then I don't know what to tell you no more.
You know, when a big first-party exclusive will come out. And these days, even when they do come out, they just feel like, well, you know.
There's a lot of things. 6-7 year dev cycles, some even 10, right? Some have dev cycles to where it don't even come out on the platform that it was promised. It comes out on the next one, so you feel like you've gotten shafted. I mean, they did it with the Switch 1 with Metroid Prime 4. Look what happened with that. I mean, come on, guys. You know what I mean? It's the dev cycles. It's the lack of evolution. I think that's important. That's something that got me into gaming. You know, going from, the Super Nintendo to the N64 and going from 2D to 3D graphics. 64 to GameCube. You know, our minds was blown because we just never seen nothing like it. It was like a night and day difference. You know what I'm saying? Now you fast forward to 2025. These ain't nothing but Optimus Prime boxes. Optimized. Xbox Series X and S optimized. PlayStation 5, PS4 game optimized with PS5 Pro label. That's what your games are. Your games can be played on the lowest common denominator, and guess what? It doesn't matter to nobody. That is the problem with console gaming. So I understand the concept of exclusivity and how they would push the hardware to its limits and try to bring... But people have to understand, companies weren't making money from doing it. They're not making money from doing that. That concept, that philosophy is done. While you were sitting there fighting with Xbox, you should have bought one and bought it for Halo. You should have been waiting it for PlayStation. You fanboys have caused this. All of y'all. Y'all like, damn, game, so what you saying? You're saying it's hard? All of you. Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo. You have caused this. Instead of you supporting your other console brethren with its platform and its games, you rather wait 20 years to play it on PlayStation. That's why. Because guess what? If the PlayStation owner bought the Xbox and the Xbox games, then maybe these companies would be pushing for better quality games through the hardware. But you cannot expect these companies to put these huge budgets into these games and only have 1 million of you fanboys picking it up. That is what's going on here. But y'all want to sit there and deny that. Oh, that's not true, game. It's not. No, it is true. Because if those 80 million people came in and bought Gears of War, we might have already had a Gears of War by now. Same thing with PlayStation. If Xbox dudes bought a PlayStation to play Killzone instead of trying to wait for it on Xbox, Killzone might have been around. Because that might have compensated for the lack of players. But no. These companies are like, oh, okay, we'd rather just come to you, but we're going to come to you with remasters and remakes, and we're going to take it slow with you. Now we got another whole 10 years of this crap. You guys are only getting older, you're not getting younger, and you're still console. It's over. It's done.
It just don't feel the same.
Oh,
like now, really, all of the games that are big and people are really excited for, they always seem like they're third party. Those are the Elden Rings, third party now. Like now, third party is the end all be all. That's where all the best games are. And
it's always been third party. It's been third party since even the PlayStation 1. What are you talking about? It's always been third. Even on the Super Nintendo. Now, mind you, Nintendo games were successful during that time. But let's be honest. Let's keep it a buck. If you told a dude what the top 10 Super Nintendo games, I mean, you'll probably throw some Nintendo games in there. I ain't going front. You know what I mean? Like Link of the Past and Donkey Kong Country. I would put them as good as the Final Fights and the Mega Mans and Square Enix games. I'll put them up there. Nintendo get a pass with that. But I'm just saying, in the grand scheme of things, people are going to say the third party. If you sit there and say, what was the best games on the PlayStation 1? Bushido Blade, Earth Guys, Iron Hand, Tenchu. What about Parappa the Rapper? That was okay, but we had Tomb Raider, Resident Evil, Dino, that's third part. Dino Crisis, Tekken, Soul Blade, you know what I'm saying? What about PlayStation's Jumping Flash? Castlevania Symphony of Night, you know what I'm saying? Those are the games you're gonna hear. Y'all know it. Stop at the cap. PS2. Hey man, what was the best PS2 games on? Oh yeah, we had give me a top 10 list. Oh, I got you. What about Sly Cooper? That was a good one. We got Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories, Grand Theft Auto, what the hell? Grand Theft Auto Vice City Story, Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Saying it, bro, that's like 5 or 6 of the same. San Andreas, Def Jam Fight for New York, Godzilla Save the Earth. What about Extermination? PlayStation, that's their game made. Fatal Flame, Clock Shadow of Rome. That's what they're going to tell you. It's always been third party. Y'all like, damn, Gamester. That's going to hit a lot of y'all's soul. That's going to hit you right in the soul. I know. It's going to hit you there because you're going to realize that you've always supported third party. Even when they were time exclusive. It's time exclusive. Final Fantasy X, X2, the Siblings. Bro, that's all you people was playing. Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2. That's what you play. Those are third party games. Ain't nobody remember Gran Turismo. If you want to talk about PlayStation exclusive, Gran Turismo and God of War. If you're talking about classic Sony. Sly Cooper, it was good, but it wasn't popular enough. Same thing with Jack and Daxter. That's why you don't see these games around, bro.
Every now and again, you'll get somewhat of a, timed exclusive and, well, not even some, a lot of gamers now are starting to like that. There are no real exclusives no more, and you could just play it on this platform or this platform. I've been playing more on PC this year than my damn PS5. Right now, my PS5 is strictly a Street Fighter 6 machine. So it's not like...
Which is hilarious, because you can play that same game better on the PC. It's done. It's a wrap, guys. He's a PC gamer now. Him and Porter Rock, they PC gamers. I told you.
Am I losing sleep over this stuff? No, I'm playing on the PC more, but it is kind of like, damn, man, like.
Now you realize that consoles are obsolete. Gamester, what another W.
Real exclusives just don't matter no more.
Woo!
They just don't. And, the unk in me is like, man, I used to remember the days when, freaking Insomniac was doing this, Naughty Dog was doing this, or Guerrilla Games was doing this.
I remember during the PS2 and PS3, Genji, Folklore, Heavenly Sword, those was good memories. Even though those games flopped and failed, as the consumer, I enjoy those. Warhawk, Starhawk, I enjoy these games. These are the games we just don't see no more. You feel what I'm saying? And even though they didn't do well, these were games that we all resonated with these platforms. You feel what I'm saying? So I get it. Me, I just want to see these games come back. I don't care if it's on Xbox, Nintendo's. I just want to see these games come back. You know what I mean? I think now they can do that with this whole multi-platform strategy that Sony's doing. Let's do it, guys. Let's all band together. I just want my favorite established franchises back. I'm tired of seeing these games going extinct because there's not enough for you PlayStation fans to buy them.
Or, this dev was doing this. And it just kind of seemed like now it's all just mixed. It's just all mixed together. And, bro, once GTA 6 come out, it's over. It's over.
Told y'all.
I feel like the last game that I truly got some rip.
Told y'all. Look at that. Told y'all, it's done. That's gonna dominate for another 10 years. Think about it. Y'all gonna be 67 years old waiting for gaming to go back. It's done. Gaming is over.
I don't really get hype.
It's done
for games like that no more. And I'm sure that you guys have seen that through the vids.
But they be saying that games, you just a critic, you hate everything. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they're the word.
How many Souls clones are y'all gonna play until you get tired of it?
Like when a big exclusive would a drop or a big game would drop, bro. These days, because we've played so many different games, if you've been gaming for a while, you just don't get that like special, feeling no more. And
because there's no evolution. That's what it is. There's no evolution.
Some of it, of course, is due to getting older, but
no, it's not. Because I can go back and play my old games. That's not. I used to think that too. Oh, because I'm getting old, I'm getting grandpa. No, unk status, like what he said. No, it's these games. You even start looking at it, breaking them. I'm like, hold on, these mechanics of these games is worse than the games that came out back 20 years ago.
It is also because these games are just not.
They're trash.
They just don't feel as special as they once did. So
because they're just carbon cut out games, still with another carbon cut. I mean, how many Souls games do y'all want? It's the same crap. That's what I try to tell you, bro. Y'all end up playing the same game with a different protagonist. This is why gaming has gotten boring. There's no real evolution. All these games play identically the same, and this is why gamers, I guess, are getting tired of it. I mean, like, oh, well, we already did this before. The evolution has stopped. When people played on the Super Nintendo, going to the 64, GameCube, 3, even the 3, there was an evolution. It was like, wow, our mind. Remember, I brought up a point, games with another W. When I brought up the fact that gaming used to wow us, it doesn't wow you no more. It just doesn't. It really just doesn't.
Yeah, how do you guys feel about, exclusives just not being as big as they once were?
The exclusives, I guess, based off the hardware, maybe yes to a certain degree. But in regards to rekindling what we've lost, no. Because we can still get these games. Now, with these multi-platform strategies, these games can continue to come back out. Bring the Soulcom, bring the Killzone. Just give it a more worldwide appeal. Let's try that. Maybe that might be able to salvage the unk status of gamers. But until then, all these Souls, carbon cutout games, I'm unked out. All right? I'm unked out. You know what I'm saying? Unky out. We've done this. We've been there. We've done that. It's the same game. Wu-Chang, Wu-Kong, Wu-Lang, Wu-Dong, Wu-Tang. Like, bro, I'm done. I'm tired of it. Because it ain't wooing me no more. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, man, Gamer23, it's nice to see that you're doing better. Like I said, make sure you keep your depression under check because I just feel like he's really letting this get to him, man. People have to understand, and I get it. Because we was all at some point where gaming was a lifestyle. Gaming was important to a lot of us, everyone. You got to find comfort in being uncomfortable. I know it sounds stupid, but you have to find comfort in being uncomfortable. You get what I mean? Gaming will never be the same. It's done. You have to try to find happiness in what is already established for you. That's it. If it's going back and playing old games, then that's fine. If it's going back and playing some new games here and there and just treating it as like a side project, there you go. Find purpose in what you're doing because if you don't, I'm telling you, you can lose yourself. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Take care. Peace out.